Well, hey everybody. So if you own a home, I think there's a couple things that you should be able to do yourself. Kind of like the non-negotiables of home ownership. And one of those things today, I'm going to teach you how to do it. And that is how to swap out an electrical outlet. Easy enough. Don't burn the house down.
What? Whoa! Ah!
Now, I've made a couple videos that fall into this category of quick, simple fixes around the house. I'm not going to talk a lot. We're just going to jump right into it. The outlet in question is right there. Now, I want you to imagine that there's a faceplate on that outlet, okay? Because that was how you keep it safe. Do not put your fingers anywhere inside there. Don't touch anything because that can kill you. So if you're swapping out an outlet, the first thing you need to do is kill your breaker. Now, if you don't have anybody else here or any sort of voltage meter to put in there to hear if it's beeping, just do what I do. Plug in your vacuum cleaner, turn it on, and go to the breaker panel. Okay, so I'm in the garage, I'm at my panel. Of course, none of these things say upstairs living room, so we're just gonna have to guess. I can still hear the vacuum running. We're gonna try bedroom here. Nope. Nope. Sports Center updates. Nope. Oh, there it is. It's under lighting, in case you're wondering. It's definitely not lighting. All right, the vacuum died. Let's go inside. All right, so we're back behind the couch. The vacuum cleaner shut off. I am going to use a electrical tester here, just to verify. Now, we know this thing should be dead because the vacuum shut off, but, you know, never hurts to be safe. You can touch this on anything electrical, and if it has anything, it'll beep, okay? Obviously not you, but okay, we know she's dead. All right, so this is one of the easiest things you can do. Imagine, if you will, that this light socket cover is on. You would have a single screw right here, potentially right here in the middle, or two up top, okay? Take those off first. All right, so we've got the cover off. You can use a drill or you can use a screwdriver, whatever. I'm lazy, I'll use a drill. We're gonna take out the top screw and the bottom screw. All right, so the screws are out. Now we're gonna pull the outlet out. Don't be scared by all of these cords, okay? All these wires right here. It's not that big of a deal. It might seem scary, but it's not. Now, generally speaking, we're gonna have two wires probably on either side, but this outlet has some additional jumpers because this was operated by a switch at one point, which I have since stopped doing that. I don't use this for a switch anymore. So the easiest thing that you can remember is this. Take the screws off of the side terminals. If you have any wires in the back like this, you can see how that's kind of pushed into the back here, right there. My thumb is. I don't love those. If you have these pushed into the back, maybe try using these screw terminals instead. But obviously this outlet has a lot going on. So we're just going to take out the screws as they are, take out the wires as they are, and put them into the new outlet exactly as they are. So again, I'll use a drill. You can use a screwdriver, whatever. We're just going to loosen that. Loosen that. We're going to push this and this off. Now, black is hot. In this case, I believe red is also hot. I shouldn't say I believe. Red is also hot. White is neutral, okay? So if you're looking at the back, this might be hard to see. But if you're looking at the back here, it does say hot wire and white wire. Down here, hot, white. It might say hot, neutral, okay? Just make sure you get the hot on the hot and the neutral on the neutral. And if you have these ones pushed into the back like this, you're gonna need something sharp because there are these tiny little release boxes directly beneath where the wire goes in. Let me get you a little closer there. And that is how you get these things to release. So I'm going to take an awl, which is what I use. I'm gonna press it into this little part right here. And as I'm pressing that, I'm going to use my finger to pull the top wire, and it should slip right out. And the same with the bottom wire. We're going to put it above that. We're going to push. We're going to pull. That wire is going to pop right out. Okay. Now we officially have one side off. Our green ground wire, it goes down here on the bottom, and obviously we have the white on this side. These are not using the screw terminals, they're just using the push terminals. So we're going to pop these out. This is a great time for me to tell you that I am not an electrician. I'll tell you this at the beginning of the video too. I'm not a licensed electrician, but I do electricity quite a bit. And one thing that I have learned is that electricians do not like these push tabs because, and I'll say this, every time I've ever replaced an outlet that has failed, it's because these little push tabs have failed. All you're doing is sandwiching the wire in between two pieces of metal and you shove it into this hole, and eventually that little bite can give up, or the spring in there can give up. So if you have the ability to, you should absolutely not use these push wires and retwist your wires and use the lugs on the side. They are the same thing. So the two push points over here and the two screw-in terminals over here are both hot. The two push terminals over here and the screw terminals over here are both negative, or I'm sorry, they're both neutral. And the green is always going to be ground, okay? So easy enough. Now we're just going to unscrew the, oh, we already got the white part. We're going to unscrew the ground, I mean. I use a drill because I'm lazy. It's definitely not precise. All right, outlet's out. Now, keep your white and your black and your green separate. And we're going to do the exact same thing, but in the opposite direction. So now we've got our new plug. We're going to install things the same way we pulled them off, with one caveat. On the back here, you do see hot, you do see white wire. I am going to twist these white wires so that we don't use the push points on the back of these, just because it's my house and I want to do it right. So what I do is I take my awl, or you can take any screwdriver, anything around, take a pair of pliers. I'm just going to put the wire kind of around the awl here and kind of twist it around it like this, just to give it a little hook shape, just like so. Then you notice how this one's kind of nice and rounded. You just kind of want it to look like that. So use your pliers to bend it out a little bit, give it a little bit of a round, give it some shape. That way it's easier to install. Okay, a nice little hook there. The same on the white one. You can also just kind of grab it, I guess, with this and twist. Same rules. Okay. Now we've got those. Tighten this guy up a little bit here. You just want it to look like a nice little J. Bada boom. Okay. Now we're going to take our new outlet here. We're going to go to the back here where it says white. We are simply going to take the new hooks that we just formed. We're going to kind of put them around the outlet. Now, sometimes it is easier to go from the front, and then you're going to want to twist it around like so, just so the cord actually goes out the back like that, okay? And then once you get that down, you can tighten it like so. Make sure that it's squishing the wire between the wire and that little contact plate there. And that's it. We're going to take the next white wire and give it the same treatment. Hook it around here, like so. Twist it back, like so. I'm going to tuck it in on the bottom there so it's not sticking out. Keep it nice and round. Twist it down. And bada bing. Now I've got the white side hooked up. Now, generally speaking, like I said, you probably won't see red wires, but if you do, just put them right back where you found them. We're going to do the same thing for the rest of these wires. Hook the ground onto the ground. I'm going to lazy up here and grab my drill, just to get her going here. Now, if you do use a drill or an electric screwdriver, make sure you do not have the torque set to be very torquey, because you don't want to ruin something because you're giving it too much pressure. Okay, ground is down. Boom. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to attach these two on the other side and these two into the push pin holes, just because I don't feel like combining all these wires. So I will do a black right into that hole there, Again, I'll show you, try to zoom in a little bit here. This is the super easy way to do it. It literally just goes click, and it should bite. There we go. And then we're gonna secure these two guys. One red. Now you will notice, obviously, the thing starts to get a little harder to move as you get all these wires hooked up to it, but wires are very forgiving and they bend, so don't get too concerned if you have to really jostle something to get it moving the right way. Okay. Red one's on. Last black one here. Just like so. Okay. Literally, make sure the power is shut off. Put the wires back exactly where you found them. You look back in here, you're going to see a lot of junctions where they've got a bunch of wire twists going together. Don't worry about those, okay? We got it. That's all she takes. So now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of bend these wires. You can see where the wires were bent right here. And these kind of have to be crushed and creased up a little bit to fit in the box. So we're just going to bend it back. We're going to get these to go back into the box here. We're going to shove our outlet back in. And again, like I said, these things will bend, so don't get too worried about it if you have to shove them in there. Okay. And grab my drill. And we're going to screw in the top. And do not over tighten these because you will absolutely crush and break that, that outlet box. So if you use your drill, know when to stop. Okay. Now I've got her back in here a bit. You can kind of bend it a little to make sure it's going to be straight, because sometimes those wires will put pressure and it can like bend the outlet out one direction or another. So just make sure you have it lined up how you want it. Like so. You want this to be tight and you want it to be flush with the wall, but you can absolutely over tighten it and you can absolutely screw it up. So do not over tighten it. You want it to be snug so that it doesn't move. And for good measure, you should absolutely grab a level and make sure you have it straight up and down. I forgot to grab my level, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. And this one's behind the couch, so I don't really care. All right, now if you'll notice, this white one had a hole in the middle. The faceplate would have probably attached to that. This black one does not. It will attach to the top and the bottom. So I'm going to grab my nice little cover here, slip it right on. You'll notice that it basically sits right in there. And then in the outlet cover, there's two tiny little screws here. These are flathead. You may just have one if you have a hole in the middle. And these are decorative and you can absolutely snap them, so be careful. Take the top one in the top and the bottom one in the bottom. Makes sense, right? And again, do not over tighten these. You can absolutely screw it up. I hope doing stuff like this can give you the confidence to do other things around your house. Things like this are not hard to do, but for some reason it is really expensive to have done. That's it. It is literally that easy. Now we're going to go back out, we're going to flip the breaker back on, and then we're going to test it. All right, back at the breaker box. Back on. Let's go test her out. Okay, moment of truth. Plug the vacuum back in. Ah, that feels nice and snug. And it's almost like we've done this before. Also, just to kind of show you how this guy works. Were you to have electricity in here, you plug that in. There you go. That's how you know she's hot. That is literally it. You've now done your own electrical work. And I'll tell you, ceiling fans, ceiling lights, literally everything electrical is the exact same way. Take the wires out, put the wires back. Just make sure your breaker's shut off. Don't be scared about this stuff. Now, I'm not a professional, and you need to do this at your own risk, okay? I'm not an electrician, so if you burn your house down, don't say some guy on YouTube showed you how to do it, okay? But that's it, guys. Take care of your house, save some money in the process, and have fun. It feels good to work with your hands. So, till next time, take it easy.